Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Shot clock at 5. And here's Smith. Miller outside. Back to Smith. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Moreno, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to Huff. Screen by Smith. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. He has 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Magician's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
There's Miller with the 3, and it's Magician with the rebound. Here are the Wildcats.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here is Miller. 17 points in his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Smith. It's up a 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Magician's shot is good.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Miller surveying the floor. It's picked off. Here's Moreno. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago.
Yeah, if you want to see how hard these two teams play, just take a look at the points allowed a year ago. I mean, that is impressive.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Smith outside. Out to Miller to end the run. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Here's Lowe. Still yet to score.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Miller outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Huff. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And the foul goes on the Magician. That's his first foul. Wildcats making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Huff. 6 on the shot clock. It's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
The Wildcats have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. That one good for 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Wildcats.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Here's Lowe. His last outing, he had 8 points. Johnson outside. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Miller against Johnson. Back to Miller. Shot to stop the run. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Lowe. Back to Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Johnson's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Williams, he's checked in for the Magician. So it's the visitors now. It's a 10-point game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor and then the balance to knock it down.
My goodness, he certainly got the defender with that move. My ankles are hurting all the way over here.
Here's Magician. Tries from 10. And it's Magician missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Magician. Launches it. It's good from long range. And the Wildcats lead by 8.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Miller outside to the right side. He's guarded by Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And even though we're very early into the season, Stan, what do you make of the top teams in the league so far?
Well, Kevin, there's some that have definitely impressed me so far, but it's a long season. I want to see if those at the top can keep playing at that level throughout the year.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Wildcats, Magicians checked in for the Magician. Magician comes in for Magician. And Magician subbed in for Williams. And so he hits both. Here's Magician. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Pass to Johnson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Johnson's got 8 points.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Basket good. 13 points in the game.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Rob. .116 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Huff. The tray. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now it's just a 4-point Wildcat lead.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Magician. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Huff. Count the basket. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Johnson with it. He's got 8. This one for 3. Magician's shot is good. Magician's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Wildcats. Here's Huff. Fires from the line. That one's not going to go. Pass to Lowe. From deep, Johnson nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got 11 points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And an overpowering first quarter effort, already a double-digit advantage. It's the Wildcats up 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Wildcats so far, what do you guys think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Huff, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Wildcats. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Huff. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Pass to Diabate. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Magicians checked in for Williams. He's off on the second.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Magician's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Smith scanning the floor. With the floater. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Smith.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Smith hits them both. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Johnson, that's for 2. The quick look, no good that time. Shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Huff. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. How
about the energy he showed on the glass? Outworking everyone and getting rewarded for it.
Here's Magician, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Magician's got 7 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Smith, the pass to Huff. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The Wildcats have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Magician. He's got 7. Back to Johnson. Pass to Magician. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And now it's a 9-point Wildcat lead.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Pass to Magician. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago.
Well, their approach to shooting was phenomenal. They didn't force many threes, and when they got a good look, they drilled it.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Magicians checked in for Johnson. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Huff, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's Magician. He's got 8. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Huff. "17-foot shot on the way." Dives for it. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. And the foul goes on the Magician. That's foul number 2 for him.
In this quarter alone, they've yielded 5 points off of those turnovers.
Magicians checked in for the Magician. 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. Miller outside. Back to Smith. Miller outside. Stolen. And they're moving it up. Here's Lowe. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Huff. 12 points for him. And here's Miller outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Miller's got 8 points.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And he drives in on Thursday and then on Thursday. First free throw is good. Wildcats making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Bounce pass, Smith. Over to the left wing. Fade away. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Magician passes to Magician. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. Launches a three. And it's Magician missing. Gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Now, here is Miller. Taken away. Ball stolen. And it's Smith, top of the key. To the paint. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. 4 on the clock. From downtown. And no good that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here's Smith. Deflects the pass. Magician passes to Magician. And the basket is good. Magician's got 5 points so far.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Shoots the three. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Wildcats have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So for the Wildcats, Magician comes in for Magician, and Magician subbed in for Williams. Magician passes to Lowe. 1:51 left here in the second, and it's Magician missing. Gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Smith the pass to Huff. Smith outside. There's a good screen. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Magician with the rebound. The Wildcats have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. 1:07 left in the second quarter. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Inside. Here's Magician. On the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Magician. He has 7. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. Now Miller. He got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so that brings the first half to a close. Wildcats lead by 6 and will return shortly.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball movement. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
Well, I think for the home team, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in the championship discussion.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Here's Moreno. Makes it off the glass. Magician's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Wildcats. Magician's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. There's the pick. There's the 3. Headshot off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Magician. And a minute played as the second half gets going. The shot comes out. Now here is Smith. Here's Huff. Pass to Miller. Clock at 6. Here's the screen. It's deflected. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Magician. Pick off in midair. Pass to Huff. And here's Miller. Screen by Smith to the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. From outside, off the mark. Gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. A steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Moreno. Great positioning on the putback. And the Wildcats lead by 8.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And here are some players that you want on the line as often as possible these days. For the past month, these are the leading free throw shooting 2 guards in the league. You look at the Magician, deadly on the stripe. Someone you do not want to foul.
You know, he's just the guy you do not want to send to the line. I mean, defenders always have to think twice about initiating contact with him because of that percentage.
Pass to Huff. Down low, here's Miller, and it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Magician. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. To the inside. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wildcats.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Magician, and that one is good. Magician's got the lead up to 10 now for the Wildcats.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Screen by Smith. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get burned.
Pass to Lowe. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Huff. Unloads from 9. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Now just a 5-point Wildcat lead. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Johnson, he's checked in for the Magician. Johnson against Miller. Back to Johnson. Pass to Magician. A three ball. They get the rebound. Reno. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. Magician's got 8 points here in this quarter. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Got a piece of it.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Lowe grabs the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Johnson, the pass to Magician. To the left side wing. Here's Magician. He's got 15, and it's out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's Lowe. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Off with the layup. Being just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Huff. And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Lowe. Johnson outside. That 3 off the mark. Now here is Miller. Defense is right there. Being a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Got that one up quick. Magician's got 8 points. Miller outside. With the drive. Can they get it? Hands it from downtown. He has 5.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Magician. 15 points in the game. Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the paint. Banked in off the glass. And now just a 4-point Wildcat lead.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Johnson against Miller. Johnson, the pass to Magician. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Low. Poked away. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
So for the Wildcats, Magician's checked in for the Magician, and it's Williams in for the Magician. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Oklahoma City. Miller outside. There's the triple. And it's Magician with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 1:10 left in the third. 47% from the floor, getting it done. Pass to Huff. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Magician with the rebound. Impressively throughout at 62%. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Diabate. And the foul goes on the Magician. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Fifteen seconds left to play here in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Wildcats up 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here is Johnson. Here's Magician. Back to Johnson. They set the screen. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Smith outside. Out to the wing. Shot from the top of the key. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Magician passes to Johnson. Here's Magician. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Over to the left wing. Spins. 6 to shoot. A shot off that time. Here are the Wildcats. Into the lane. That's tipped. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Magician, pass to Johnson. It goes straight through with the switch. And the Wildcats lead by 8.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one drops. Magician's checked in for the Magician. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Johnson. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's Magician. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
So for the Wildcats, Magician's checked in for the Magician. Williams comes in for Magician. And Magician subbed in for Johnson.
Find the lane. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
The Wildcats have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Magician. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
Here's Huff. And it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Shot clock at 6. Smith for 3. Lets the 3 fly. Huff, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass the Magician. Here's Lowe. The 3. Rebound by Smith.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
It's Miller on the wing. Here's Huff. Back to Smith. Launches it. And it's Magician with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Huff. Smith outside. To the middle to end the cold streak. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first one falls. Magicians checked in for Williams. And so he makes both from the line. The Wildcats have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Magician. Gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Back to Smith. Pass to Miller. Now Smith. Six on the shot clock. Here's Huff. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Magician, covered by Smith. Here's Magician. The layup off target. Magician's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Smith with it. Pass to Huff. And a miss there on the triple.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
And here they come. Now Miller. For 3. The 3 goes down.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
From outside, Smith there for the rebound. And around 41% on the night. Not gonna go. The Wildcats have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. It's tipped. Here's Miller, and here comes the break. And he capitalizes on the breakaway, laying that baby in.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He lit into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, "Enough is enough. Get back on D. We have to slow them down." The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Layup, no good. The Wildcats have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Driving the lane. And he banks the layup in.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Here's Magician. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot.
Now, here is Miller. "13 feet away." That does not go. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Lowe. Driving in. Here's Magician, covered by Miller, from deep. And down goes the three. So we see the Wildcats get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you later.